The penultimate episode of the Book of Boba Fett's first season has it all. Luke Skywalker returning, Ahsoka Tano, and Cobb Vanth coming back along with Yoda's lightsaber and Order 66. Oh, and we almost forgot to mention, Krayt Dragon's head along with Cad Bane. One of the most interesting and controversial happenings was Luke Skywalker's cameo in The Mandalorian. This was the consequence of a digitally de-aged Hamill actually showing up on set and giving a performance. But this portrayal of the character proves quite ambiguous, as there was no mention of Hamill whatsoever. Even in the credits, Scott Lang is mentioned as Skywalker's stunt double. For many fans, the concept of creating a young Mark Hamill's face out of thin air was unnerving enough. But it got even worse when it was announced that Hamill didn't even contribute the voice for Luke. Rather than de-aging Hamill's voice, the show's creator, Jon Favreau, stated that they went down the far creepier path of having a machine go through old footage of Hamill and come up with something. His voice, which is that of a young Luke Skywalker, was entirely synthesized with the use of a program called Respeecher. After hearing the comments, fans were outraged, as Hamill is regarded as one of the finest voice performers of all time. However, whining about the absence of it feels greedy in the face of an otherwise incredibly entertaining chapter. From the Desert Comes a Stranger, in particular, provides Star Wars fans with a lot of what they've been waiting for since Lucasfilm announced a live-action Star Wars TV series for Disney+. Mark Hamill's training sequences with Grogu and Luke Skywalker include uncanny digital de-aging that considerably improves the work in The Mandalorian Season 2 finale. Watching Luke peacefully teach Grogu the secrets of the Force while carrying him on his back is a beguiling contrast to Luke's sweaty and tense training with Yoda in the 1980s. Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back. The way director Dave Filoni and co-writer Jon Favreau weave in homages from every generation of Star Wars fans is what makes these moments so beautiful. It's how we get Ahsoka Tano, Anakin Skywalker's Padawan in the animated series Star Wars: The Clone Wars, standing next to Anakin's son and softly comparing Luke and Grogu's bond to her own. Grogu's collections of Order 66, the terrible betrayal of the Jedi depicted in the 2005's Star Wars: Revenge of the Sith, and Luke Skywalker's offering of Yoda's lightsaber, which was first used in 2002's Star Wars: Attack of the Clones, were some of the noteworthy moments. Not to mention Mando's new Naboo speeder from Star Wars: The Phantom Menace in 1999. None of this would have worked if we hadn't been thoroughly invested in Mando and Grogu's relationship, which Filoni and Favreau deepened and complicated to great effect in this episode. Luke's decision to have Grogu choose between Yoda's lightsaber and Mando's gift of Beskar chainmail armor perfectly encapsulates so much. In The Book of Boba Fett, Filoni and Favreau appear to be grappling with that last question a lot. They've created a show based on the original Star Wars fan favorites and characters who first captured fans' hearts as an action figure over 40 years ago. The revival of Boba Fett in Season 2 of The Mandalorian was a success, in part because the show and Morrison's acting pushed into the suggestions of danger and cruelty that have always been a part of the Boba Fett mythos. On the other hand, Boba Fett has become oddly passive in his own chapter, more of a taciturn man of action than a past his prime warrior attempting to adjust to his new desk job. It's almost as though Boba Fett is so entwined with Star Wars history that Filoni and Favreau can't figure out how to break him free. It is how we end up with Fett imprisoned on Tatooine, ruling over Jabba's strangely vacant palace. It's so familiar that the truly enormous swings, like the mod speeding through Mos Espa on Dayglow speeder motorcycles, feel more out of place than they could on a more adventurous program. Overall, The Book of Boba Fett has aided Disney with the launch of their new Star Wars material on Disney+. What started out as a crime drama set in the Star Wars universe has grown into much more. The cameos in the most recent chapter, particularly Luke and Grogu's, massively increased the hype of the show. The first several episodes of Boba Fett were underwhelming, but the latter two have swiftly become two of the most famous Star Wars releases since Disney acquired the series in 2012. With only one episode remaining in the season, this incredible chapter will surely take many more dramatic turns to leave the fans perplexed. Thanks again for watching, everyone. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to be notified of our next video, and I'll see you in the next one.